Hey there, welcome to the Slumber Yard. I'm Wes, and in today's video we're talking about some of the best hybrid mattresses for side sleepers specifically. So if you happen to spend most of the night on your side, what are some great options that do have coils? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And since it is a video, I'm going to go rather quickly over each mattress, but if you need any more information about the beds, check down below in the description. We'll have some full reviews linked down there, some coupon codes, and so much more. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so before I get into the picks on this list, I do want to say that all of these mattress brands sent us these beds for free to review, test them out, and tell you guys about them, but we compiled this list completely ourselves over here at the Slumber Yard after testing hundreds of beds, and these are some of our favorite choices. But if you do decide to order any online, they'll be backed by the following policies, starting with free shipping. You'll get at least a 100-night sleep trial. You can get a return option of all these beds within that sleep trial, and then usually a 10-year warranty, but some of the beds are above and beyond that. If you need any more information about those, policies, definitely check down below in the description for the nitty gritty. But let's just jump into this one and talk about the first bed on this list, which is the Layla Hybrid mattress. And this is a bed with coils in the middle, but it is flippable, so you can basically sleep on either side of the bed. It has a soft side and a firm side, even though both of the sides are generally more on the softer to medium end of things. We would put the bed's firm side around a medium, maybe a medium plus, so it's pretty much going to be great for all sleeper types, back, stomach side, and combination. But if you did want something that did have a really firm side, this isn't really the bed to look at. And if you flip it over to the soft side, we would say it's right around a medium soft, so you're definitely going to get a lot more pressure relief with this side. And in terms of the whole bed's feel, it's going to have an airy memory foam one, and that combined with the coils will have some good bounce for you as well. So if you are a side sleeper and you want, some pressure relief on your hip because it is in pain, this will be a great choice, whether you go with that firm side or the soft side. Now, all of these beds are going to be hybrid mattresses, so they all should work for heavier individuals. We usually recommend anyone above the 180 to 200 and plus pound range to go for a bed with those coils because it'll provide a little bit more bounce and support for your bigger body type. But obviously all the beds in this list are going to be hybrids, and the Layla Hybrid is no exception. It's called the Layla Hybrid. But in terms of its price, after discount for a queen size, you're looking at around the $1,500 mark, which is a pretty good deal for a unique bed that is flippable, giving you two different firmness options. And if you want that airy memory foam feel, this will be a great choice. Now, next up, we have the Helix Sunset Luxe mattress. The Helix Sunset line are going to be softer beds from the brand with a little bit of a hint of a memory foam feel, but all of Helix's beds are available in three different models. You've got their core model, the Luxe model, or the Elite model, so you can basically choose between a good, better, best version of the bed. So if you wanted to save the most amount of money, you can go for the core model, but if you want some bells and whistles, you can go the Luxe. And if you wanted the nicest bed Helix has to offer, you can check out their Elite line of beds, but more specifically, this Sunset Luxe is going to be really great. It's on the softer end of things, so it should provide a lot of pressure relief, but that hint of memory foam feel should provide a lot of support for you if you are a side sleeper looking for a hybrid bed. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but all of the beds from Helix have coils, so they are hybrid beds by default, so you can pretty much pick and choose between any of their beds if you didn't exactly like the sound of that hint of memory foam feel and the softer end of things. They got firmer beds, they got softer beds, they got beds made for especially heavy individuals, so Helix has a ton of choices to make. If you like the sound of some of the things I mentioned from Helix Sunset, you might want to check out our full individual Helix brand review because we go into a lot more detail over there. I'll link it down below. Now, as of when I'm recording this video, you should be able to pick up a Helix Sunset Luxe for around the $1,900 mark after discount. So these beds do usually offer some pretty good discounts, and we'll have them all linked down below in that description box for you. But any bed from Helix, you basically can't go wrong with them. You just might want to do a little bit more digging to see which one is going to exactly work for your specific sleeping situation. Next up, we have one of Purple's high-end models, and that would be the Purple Restore Premier mattress. And we really like this bed because it has more of a unique feel. So if you don't want something that's going to be super memory foamy or super neutral foamy and you want something maybe that you've never really tried before, I would check out this one. Now, we tested out a model of this bed a couple years ago, so there might have been some minor tweaks, but we pretty much saw it close to a medium. It is on the softer end of things, so it should work great for any side sleepers. And then it does have coils, so it should work for you in that regard as well. Now, this bed is going to be a bit more expensive, and we noticed that most Purple beds are going to be a bit more, in the luxury price point. So as of when I'm recording this video, you should be able to pick up a queen size for around the $3,700 mark MSRP. And currently this bed is on discount, so you can get it for around the $3,300 mark after discount, but still you're gonna be paying a bit for this mattress. So definitely do your research and know that this is gonna be something that you want, especially because it has more of a unique feel. Now we've worked ourselves into more of the luxury tier of beds, so I'm gonna talk about a really luxurious one, which is the Tempur-Pedic ProBreeze mattress, which is a mouthful, but it is a really great bed, and it's a great option if you happen to be a hot sleeper, because this thing's supposed to cool you down up to 5 degrees, and you can even spend up for a more advanced version of this bed, which is supposed to cool you down even more, but that bed is a little too much out of this video's price range, so we're sticking with the ProBreeze. This bed is available in either an all foam or a hybrid version, but either way you go, it's gonna be right around a medium, so it should work for all sleeper types, maybe a medium plus, but that'll be back, stomach, side, and combination. Obviously, you're looking for a hybrid bed, so go for that medium hybrid. And cool enough, you won't have to spend up for the hybrid version or the all foam version. Some brands do like to change their pricing where you have to pay more for one or the other, but with Tempur-Pedic, you're gonna get them both for the same price. So, I mean, it is a expensive price, but just know all that. This bed also has a really dense, viscous memory foam feel, something that when you feel, it might feel a little bit firm at first, but you'll start to slowly sink into the mattress as it will kind of cradle your pressure points and make almost a nook for you to sleep in, which is really nice for side sleepers because, obviously if you're sleeping on your side, you've got mounds and valleys of your body, so you want them to all be supported with the same amount of pressure relief. Now I mentioned that this bed is a great option for hot sleepers, and that's because it has a ton of cooling tech and a cooling cover. And the coolest part about the Tempur-Pedic ProBreeze cooling cover is that it is removable, so if maybe during winter you want your room to be a little bit warmer, you can take that cover off, which is a great life hack, especially if you live in a cold climate. Now paying for all those advanced features, you are going to be spending up. So for a queen size, you're looking at around the $4,600 mark MSRP, which is a bit to spend, but you are getting something really quality from a trusted brand like Tempur-Pedic, and you're getting that dense, viscous, prototypical memory foam feel that you might be looking for, and coils as well. So, if you can spend it, you might as well get this bed because it's pretty darn nice. But that is the short story when talking about some of our favorite picks for side sleepers looking for a hybrid mattress. Obviously there are so many different choices to choose from, and if you need to, widen your scope of search, definitely check out our YouTube channel because we do so many videos over here, tons of other best lists. And if you happen to enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button. You can always subscribe for so much more. But that's gonna do it for this one. I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.